Well, here we go again. New season, same results. The Browns continuously find new ways to lose, man. It's amazing. It's like I can't describe it. It's like a goddamn I can't describe it. It's like seeing something like that you've never seen before every week. It's like seeing an asteroid or a comet fly by or some crazy shit like that as watching the Browns play football. It's absolutely amazing how this team continuously, for the period of almost 20 years, they came back in 99, it's 2018, almost 20 years, this team has found every way under the sun to lose a game. And today, no exception. Bad kicker. All of a sudden, our kicker shit. Is he all of a sudden better? Has he been bad? Has he not been very good? When you can't make extra points, that's bad. You missed two extra points. That's bad. I get missing a field goal every once in a while. I got no problem with that. It happens. But extra points, two of them, and you missed a game-winning field goal. You could have redeemed yourself, and you pushed the game-winning field goal. The kicks he was missing to the left, he was pulling. It's what I call a pull. If people that are familiar with golf, that play golf, know that right-handed golfers, if you hit the ball to the left, it's a pull, and when you hit it to the right, it's a push. So he was pulling his extra points and then field goals, and he decided to overcompensate, and he ended up pushing the last one. I don't know. The clock is ticking on Hugh Jackson. I feel, and I felt this in January. I feel like when Jimmy Haslam, and if you haven't seen my video, go to my YouTube page and pull it up where I talk about the Browns and Haslam. Haslam has no clue. I think's what it's titled. That was immediately after our last game, and Jimmy Haslam gave his assessment of the team and of Hugh and everything, and I was watching it and calling him out on everything he said. So go check it out. I think it's pretty good. When he said he was keeping Hugh, it bothered me because if we had a good draft, some of these players we got are good. We had a good offseason. We brought in Jarvis Landry, even though Kendricks didn't work out because of the whatever he was doing, the illegal trading and stuff. He was still a good player. So I mean, we can't help what he does off the field. Anyhow, we had a good off season. I felt the Browns did, and the defense looks great. We got the defense rolling, man. Garrett's healthy. Denzel Ward's the real deal. I feel good about the defense. It's playing good today. Ogunbowale had 3 sacks today. I think it was him. I get him and Ogba mixed up. I think it was Ogunbowale, number 65. He had 3 sacks today for a defensive tackle. He had 3 sacks. That's a lot of sacks for a D tackle. D tackles usually don't get sacks. It's usually your ends or your linebackers or your safeties blitzing. He did pretty good today. He had a good game, but again, we just find ways to lose it. Let me get back to what I was saying about Hugh. I watched after the last season. Haslam come out and say he was good. I don't think Hugh. This was his exact words. I don't think Hugh Jackson has lost his ability to call a game or coach a game. Something in that on that line. it made me, if you watch the video, I call him out on that and say, based on what? He's lost. He's lost every game. So how can you say that he's any good at calling a game or good at coaching a game? Because he hasn't proven he's good yet. It's like saying, I can remember back in the 90s, Bill Cowher went to the Super Bowl and got beat by Dallas. I think it was like 95. After that, a couple years after that, they were kind of calling to have him fired. And Cowher went through some tough years in Pittsburgh. And then they got Roethlisberger. And when they got Roethlisberger, everything changed. And Jerome Bettis. And then they ended up going to the Super Bowl winning it. He retired as a Super Bowl coach that last year. But my point is, Cowher had proven himself. I've been to Super Bowls. I've coached good teams. I've been to playoffs. I know what we're having a down year. We have to go through a rebuild. It's going to take a few years, and it makes him look bad as a coach because he's losing games. And they were kind of calling for his head. Then he goes back and turns around and wins the Super Bowl. He has proven himself. Hugh Jackson has not proven himself. He's not proven himself on any level. The only thing he's proved is I know how to lose. He does know that. I'm worried now. I'm not. The wheels haven't come off yet, but it's like, yes, right now. I think if we don't beat the Jets and we turn around and lose again after that, we have a pretty rough schedule this year. We got Kansas City coming up. If you haven't noticed, that kid that they drafted, they moved up and took. He had 5 touchdown passes today. He's got to be leading the league in touchdown. He had 4 or 5 last week. He's tearing it up, killing it. We got to face that. That's a loaded offense, man. We're facing that. Pittsburgh again. The Bengals twice, Ravens twice, which, Ravens aren't that good. Neither really are the Bengals, but still, we can't beat them. So, yeah, it's going to be tough games. We got playing the NFC South, the Falcons, Carolina. We just played New Orleans today. Got to play Tampa Bay, who, by the way, Fitzpatrick, the beard, lighting it up. But what do we do if he loses, if he keeps losing? Do you fire him mid-season? Does he get fired mid-season? If you fire him mid-season, it's the end of your season at that point, It's over. You're going to just bring in an interim coach, and then when the off-season hits, you're going to have to go hire a coach. You're not going to keep being these guys. Dorsey will have to go go find another coach. Now, what I want to know is Dorsey didn't have any say-so over Hugh when Haslam hired him. When Haslam hired Dorsey has he had no say-so when it come to Hugh. Dorsey come in and clean house, fired everybody except Hugh. Haslam told him he couldn't fire Hugh. That's obvious. Now, I'm wondering what Dorsey thinks at this point in the season. 2 games, no wins. You could say 1 tie, 1 loss. Go ahead and say that. There's no wins. 0 wins. At what point do you pull the trigger if he's not winning? What point do you pull the trigger on him? Are we going to tank the rest of the season? What do you do at that point? You could have saved us all this by going ahead and firing him last year and bringing in a new coach and starting over this year with these players. I don't know. We have a lot of things that can happen this year. Hugh's on very shaky ground, so I guess we'll have to see how that plays out. But if they got to fire him, if they have to end up firing him before the season's over with, I think you got to. That's on Haslam. I think Haslam, he would have been fired if Dorsey would have been allowed to fire him. I don't believe there's any question. That's just my opinion. I don't think there's any question Dorsey would have fired him. He cleaned house with everybody else. I think he would have. I think he cleaned house with all of them. He doesn't win. This doesn't fall on Dorsey. This falls on Haslam. So, I mean, this team is a lot better than it was last year. But if we end up firing the coach, it's going to be rough, man. Till next year, and we're going to have another down year. He could have saved us that, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, short week coming up. Like another winnable game. You played hard against two really good teams. This team, not so good. The Jets coming in Thursday night. I guess we'll just have to see how it does or how we do. But, no wins, a tie and a loss. And it's just like, now you got kicker questions. Went all the way through camp. Now your kicker's second game of the year, your kicker fell on his ass. That's one of the worst kicking performances I've ever seen. It really is. I don't think I can remember. That was really bad, guys. He did make his first 2 field goals because we did have 6 points. But then he fell apart after that. He completely fell apart. It wasn't like he just missed an extra point. He missed another extra point. And he missed a field goal. And then you have the opportunity to take it on the chin. Okay, I missed a couple kicks. I got the opportunity to win this game. If he makes that kick, if Gonzalez makes that kick and wins that game today, everything's forgotten about. All those missed extra points, that's all forgotten about because he'll have won us the game. And we desperately need a win. Badly need a win to get that monkey off our back. That gorilla, the 700-pound gorilla that's on our backs, that's been there for 2 years. We need to get a win bad just to get that out of the way so we can start moving forward with this team. He could have he could have stepped up and been the hero, man. But instead, he folded. He crumbled. I don't want a guy like that on my team. I want a guy, I fucked up. I missed a couple kicks. I'm going to suck it up. I'm going to get here. You know what he was doing on the sidelines? The camera cut to him. He was over here. He was biting his fingernails and going, like he was staring at the scoreboard. The guy was scared to death. He didn't want to go out there and kick that ball. If I'm making the money these guys are making, and kickers don't make that much money, but they make a hell of a lot more than what I make. He makes, I can tell you what he makes. I looked it up. He signed a 4-year contract for $2.4 million. That's what Gonzalez makes. He makes around $500,000 to $600,000 a year. And he got like a $90,000 signing bonus. That's what Gonzalez makes. If you don't believe me, look it up. That's what it is. Not a lot of money, NFL-wise, but for people like you and me, that's a lot of fucking money. That's some cash, man. $500,000 a year, that's a lot of money. Yeah, he didn't do his job. All you have to do is kick the ball through the upright. You don't have to pick up a blitz. You don't have to read a defense. You don't have to do any of that. So you don't have to do anything complicated. You just go out there and line up, visualize the ball, and kick the ball through the uprights. That's it. That's all you got to do. And you can't do that. You got to go. You got to go. Sorry. I don't wish no ill will towards him or his family, but he needs to be released, and they need to go sign a kicker. Preferably, I would take Dan Bailey. Whatever he wants, pay him. If he wants $5 million a year, pay him. Is it not worth it to get put a guy in there that you got confidence in that can make kicks? Who cares what he makes? Who gives a shit what he makes? You paid, you paid, what's his face to come in here? The guy that, from Tennessee. I can't, he was so terrible. Whatever that receiver's name was for Tennessee, we paid him what, 10 million for 3 years to come in. Kenny Britt. They paid Kenny Britt. He sucked. It was awful. Couldn't get on the field. You wasted money on him. And there was another receiver, Dwayne Bowe. Remember him? Remember Dwayne Bowe? He made $10 million, never even got on the field. That was a couple years ago. Remember that? So you wasted that money, and guys couldn't even help the team. So I don't want to hear about how Dan Bailey wants, how much money he wants. Whatever he wants, get him. You got the cap room. Get him. At least for the rest of this year. Then you can draft somebody. So that's my thought. That's my take on it. So I don't know. Another year, but we're the same. I don't know, Browns fans. I guess we just have to take it week by week and hope we can get this monkey off our back. Today was a hard one. Today was a hard day to swallow. It's a hard pill to swallow. The Saints are probably a playoff team. They're good. That's not, the first 2 games we played, Pittsburgh's, they lost again today, but they're still a good team. Maybe be great if they would pay their running back, but they don't want to pay him, so that's their fault. I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see how it goes. Hang in there, I guess. Thanks for watching. I will try to put some more videos on. I haven't been here lately. I've kind of been lagging from doing all that stuff. I'm going to try it again this year. It's hard because you get so emotional during these games. I get really emotional watching the Browns, and I throw things, and I get mad, and I cuss, and I yell, and scream at the TV, and I was just like, I'm sure there was a lot of people doing that today. I don't like it when I get that way, but that's because I'm passionate about it, and I'm passionate about my Browns, and I want this team to win. Cavaliers were they were winning until LeBron left. Now we're going to go back in the tank, but they won a championship, been to 4 straight finals. Indians was the World Series, should have won it. Just clinched. They were in the playoffs last year. Just clinched the division the other day again. So Stipe Miocic was the UFC heavyweight champion of the world. So Cleveland has things have been going on up there. We need to get this Browns. We need to get this right here, that orange helmet. That needs to be in the playoffs. Because, my opinion and my opinion only, this helmet right here, this team right here, as far as Cleveland goes, I don't live in Cleveland. I'm not from Cleveland. I don't live in Cleveland. I'm southwest of Cleveland. I'm closer to Columbus. But I'm a Browns fan. I grew up and was raised a Browns fan. This right here, in my opinion, this is the face, this is the logo of the city of Cleveland. It's this helmet. I know LeBron coming back and winning championships was great, and it was great, and it was fun to watch. But I swear, if the Browns ever won a Super Bowl, if you want to see a goddamn parade, a parade for the ages, the city wouldn't be big enough to have it. You'd have to, I don't know, you would have, I think there was, $1.5 million up there for the Cavs. If the Browns won the Super Bowl, and I'm talking about in January, if they had a parade when it's cold out, below zero, snowing, blizzard conditions, whatever, I would say it would be double, maybe triple the size of the Cavs' parade. My opinion only, but I do know that town, that city, is a football city, and they love the Browns. We've loved the Browns forever. It's just, it's hard to explain to people that don't understand. Why do you keep rooting for a team that sucks? I can't explain it to you. It's called loyalty. It's called loving something that you grew up on. It's tradition. It's all of that. You know, I can't root for nobody else. They even moved. They even moved our team away from us. And when they brought them back, we came back. That's how strong the Browns fans are. That's the force that we are. So this team needs to start. We need to start winning games for this city. We need to start winning games. So hang in there. Let's see what we can do Thursday. If we can go after them, get this win. Got to shake this thing off, man. We've only got 4 days. We got to shake it off and get back to work. So I guess we'll find out something then. Thanks for watching. Try not to kill yourselves. It's only football. Hang in there. I will see you later.